There's this video with Jamie Foxx that he talks about what happened to him, and then he says what he says. Rob, play the clip.
Look, April 11th last year, bad headache. Asked my boy for an Advil. I was gone for 20 days. I don't remember anything. So they told me, I'm in Atlanta, they told me, my sister and my daughter took me to the first doctor. Cortisone shot. Next doctor said, something going on up there. I won't say it on camera. I won't say it on camera. Yeah, I don't want to say it on camera.
What do you think it is, Tom? So if he says something going on up there, but I won't say it on camera, what are the possibilities of what that could be?
Medical experts and other people at the time it happened, I believe what I read from them, they said, he is on the side where you can't come out and say, oh, the vaccine caused something for me or something related to the vaccine. You can't do that. They'll say, you don't know that, you don't know that. But he had a stroke, and he had a stroke that came from a blood clot in his heart. I believe that is exactly what happened. Remember how quiet they were? Jamie's not in a good place.
Yeah.
They were giving him blood thinners. They were lowering his body temperature. All of that is facts. Why do you give blood temperature? Why are you lowering the body temperature? Why are you doing things like that? I mean, not to room temperature, but bringing it down. Why was there such concern about this? Because what myocarditis is a clotting disorder. He had a clot. It went to his brain. He had a minor stroke, and the doctors work heroically, and he's still with us. And he is not going to say something's going on up there. What could be going on up there?
Yeah, he's not mentally.
What, dementia or a stroke? And so he's not going to come out and say, just like the NFL isn't going to come out and say that the player collapsed because he had a clot episode, and he just dropped like he was shot. I think that's what happened, and I think it was vaccine related. That's my opinion. But nobody on that side, nobody in media can come out and say that. That's not the talking point of the left.
It's pretty sad though, isn't it, PBD? Like if that's the case and you had a blood clot. And by the way, I love Jamie Foxx. He even commented on my on the video, that one of the videos that we shot on Instagram. He's like, dude, you're crazy or something like that. But amazing guy. But like something like that, when you say that you can't say anything on camera, aren't you kind of like, I think, Tom, be more informative to let other people know, like, hey, listen, if you're thinking about getting this thing, think twice, because even at that age, because the myocarditis, Tom, hits the majority is younger boys, correct?
Correct. And who leaked stroke? Somebody saw, was that Tyson that leaked and used the word stroke?
Somebody said the word.
At the time that he was in that?
Yeah. But regardless, Tom, if you're gone for 20 days, Pat, 20 days you don't remember anything. I think they said, he even said a cortisone shot or something, and then he just came up. It's like, if that's the case, I don't think secrecy in that situation is going to be beneficial for anybody else, because I'd want to know, like, this guy is in great shape. Jamie Foxx is a freaking athlete, quarterback. The guy's always in shape. For that to get him at that age, that's not a good sign, man. I think you got to let the people know.
Rob, is this when Tyson was on the pod?
Correct, and that's when he said, here, I'll play it.
Mike, are you following what's going on with Jamie Foxx?
He's not feeling well.
Something's going on with...
Yeah, they said stroke. I have no idea what happened to him.
Yeah. Yeah. So... you know, again, with a story like this, to me, what's Jamie Foxx's net worth? Rob, type in Jamie Foxx.
Could I guess?
Net worth.
200 million.
Okay, let's see what it is. 170 million. Okay, so Jamie Foxx has FU money. Okay, so he doesn't have to worry. Now, again, that's the internet. Assuming he has $170 million, you know, he gives me the vibes of somebody that's not an overspender. Remember that one story he told? He says, look, you know, Diddy used to put these parties together with $1 million. And he says, I'm going to put $1 million party. I'm like, Diddy, I'm going to do a party with $45. And it's going to be a better party than yours.
Yeah.
You ever heard him tell the story?
Of course.
Well, I got some chicken wings. We went to KFC. I got some punch. I got some cheap alcohol. And guess what? Lady showed up. It was the sickest party I ever put together with $45, right? So part of me gives me the vibes that he's frugal and he's cheap. Good for him, okay, if that's the case. If he's got money... The other side is for a creative. You mean to tell me I can no longer play in the playground of an artist? Man, if that's like me not having any oxygen. I'm an artist. I will no longer be invited to this and to that and to this, and I won't be in that movie and to this and this. Yeah, there's no way I can. It is not worth me talking about what happened here The only other reason you do it is because you know you're at a point where you really don't give a shit because you're like, everybody has to know. And it doesn't sound like he's there right now.
He still gives a shit.
He still gives a shit.
Of course, he's still in
gives
the
a
game.
shit.
Because
He's a
they
player.
see what happens to people like Gina Carano and Kevin Sorbo. When you're out and your career is canceled, you're out.
And I don't even know he's a Kevin Sorbo or a Gina Carano. I don't think that's Jamie. I think it would be more like a, dude, what the hell was this that we put in our bodies? If that's the case, and if that's what the doctors told him was the issue, if that's the case, what's the likelihood, if that is the case, that his manager said, look, you say it, I can't get you another job? What's the likelihood his managers and his agent told him that?
75.
Yeah, his style wouldn't. I'm sorry, and you're right. I misspoke there. I'm not saying Jamie Foxx's style would be Gina Carano or Kevin Sorbo. It's not. But he would end up with the same manager they have. I can't get any calls for you, man.
Yeah, I can't get any calls for you.
I would say 80%, Pat. 80% of that, it's happened.
That's where he's at. Adam.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something about Jamie Foxx. Is there a more likable, good-hearted, just down-to-earth movie star? I would argue that Jamie Foxx. I mean, what's the Q score? When they?
Oh, he's up.
Does anybody hate Jamie Foxx?
Nope.
I mean, there's people out there that don't like Tom Cruise, that don't like Will Smith, that don't like The Rock even. Jamie Foxx, forget about it. This guy's one of the most likable, nicest, good-hearted guys.
People on the planet.
Speak about talented. Pat, you always talk about a triple threat. This guy, singing, comedy, acting, this dude does it all. And here's what I can guarantee you. I don't know what happened with his medical condition, but when he had his headache and he said that he took an Advil, I'm willing to bet it wasn't the Advil that caused any of these health issues.
No, not at all.
So I've been watching Jamie. When I used to do stand-up comedy, I know you did, what was you were on the...
I did a show with him.
BT.
Affion Crockett. He produced a show with Affion Crockett. I forgot the name, but I was one of the actors
But
on
Def
it.
Comedy Jam, you did Def Comedy
Yeah.
Jam. I remember watching Jamie Foxx in the Def Comedy Jam. Dude, I remember watching Jamie Foxx on In Living Color, and then the Jamie Foxx show, and then it was Any Given Sunday, and then all of a sudden, boom, Ali, Ray, Django Unchained, Another Given Sunday. Dude, just talented, likable. By the way, I've hung out with him in Miami too many times to mention. Nice, sweet, likable. I'm just more than anything happy that he's feeling all right.
And by the way, I'm not even in the camp of this anybody not like him because Cat Williams said some stuff about him. I think there was something with him and Denzel and a few other guys, Gerard Butler and him. Anyways, a couple stories with the two of them. We invited Jamie to be at one of our events, and we almost were able to get it done. Last date complications didn't happen during COVID because he says his sisters didn't feel something about not comfortable with him coming because of COVID. Anyways, it's not even about, you're not going to be in a space for that long of a time and have everybody like you and you don't create enemies, especially in a creative environment where you're taking somebody else's job. There's going to be moments where something happens. But this position here, if you telling other people could potentially save other people's lives, why wouldn't you want to tell other people?
Exactly.
It's a question.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to say something to see how other people are going to be processing that for themselves? Massive announcement. Would you like to meet Dwayne Johnson at the Vault Conference? Let me tell you how. We announced our last Manette contest, which was absolutely insane. We were together at the Cigar Lounge till midnight. We had some of the best, I wish that was recorded. We had some of the best conversations together. Dinner at Casa D'Angelo. It was such a big hit that we're announcing the second official Manette contest. Listen up, everybody. This is big. First one was a big hit. This is big, and it's going to get bigger and bigger. Again, like the last one that we announced, there's going to be lightweights, middleweights, and heavyweights for experts to compete in. For users asking questions, maybe you've never downloaded the app before. Anybody that hasn't downloaded the app as of July 1st, this contest is as of yesterday, July 1st. If you've never downloaded the app Manect, you start Manecting, you're going to be competing against other people for Manecting the most with others. A Manect is you ask somebody a question and they get back to you. So there's going to be a lightweight and a heavyweight. Lightweight is somebody that's never downloaded the app Manect. And that starts as of yesterday. You download it and you start Manecting. And then heavyweight is somebody that has Manected before, July 1st, and you also compete against people that were competing prior to that, right? You guys will be competing. lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight. Then you have users and experts, each category. Top 3 will be at what we're going to do this year. That's going to be slightly different with this Manek contest. Top 5 of each category will be invited. If you attend the Vol Conference, you'd have to buy the ticket, travel, everything yourself. But we'll be announcing winners at the Vol Conference. You'll be walking across the stage, nearly 1,000 people in attendance. You'll be walking across the stage, and everyone will be publicly recognize you at the Vol Conference. On top of that, first place on each category, lightweight, middleweight, superweight, heavyweight, of experts and users. And a lightweight expert is somebody that's never connected before. You download the app and you start sharing with your audience, so they start asking questions. First place of each category. At the end of the meeting, when I'm having a conversation with The Rock in the back, you come to the back, you meet The Rock, and you take a picture with them at the Vault Conference. On top of that, you'll be invited to a special dinner that we're having at Manect. You'll be invited to the CO Lounge at the Vault Conference. And then, aside from that, all of those names that we mentioned, you will be escorted by a sprinter to my hotel, and you'll come to my suite, and we will spend a couple hours together talking, strategizing like the last one. All I can tell you is the last one we did was a massive hit. This one's going to be bigger because you're getting recognition in front of everybody. And even the top people of winners, we're going to put your Manek QR code out there so some people can Manek you from the community of Valuetainment and Vault community, which is a massive community. So there you have it. The contest started yesterday. If you haven't started Manecting yet, download the app, start Manecting. Heck, who knows? I think, Vinny, how many Maneks are you away from 3,000?
Right now, I am 2 away from hitting 3,000.
Wow.
Hey,
Moments
let's
away.
see. Let's see if you can go pull up that QR code, Rob, with all the people on the. Go Manek now. Be the first one to get Vinny to 3,000. Send a Manek to Vinny to get him over 3,000. He passed up Tom. Tom, I think, is only about 20 or 30 away from getting to 3,000. Adam just got to 2,000. So download the app, start Manecting. Cannot wait to spend that time with you guys at the Vault Conference.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.